been a minute. Let's make dinner. It's been a minute. Let's make dinner. Make sure my mic is on. Y'all know how I've been doing. Forgetting to turn on my mic. Hi everyone, how are you doing? It's been quite a while. Cancel. What? Okay. It's time to make dinner. I want something Nigerian, so the quickest thing I can make right now is F4 riro. We made that before, so I had to make sure I had some greens in the freezer, which I do. I have a few pieces of goat meat left, frozen, of course, meat broth. I'm going to quickly blend some tomatoes. I just have some crushed. I think these are crushed tomatoes right here. We're gonna do something quick, as usual. So I'm just gonna blend the onion with some of this tomato and some hot pepper, and we'll get that cooking. I'm going to eat this with pounded yam. So I need to cook this really quickly so that I'm not eating it too late. How have you all been? It's been a while. All right, onion is peeled. Hi everyone, I'm back. It's gonna be busy for me until Mother's Day, which is May 10th. Well, I mean, this is busy season, so, but for the next week, I'm going to be quite busy. I think I might have one or so of those little peppers I normally use. Let me grab those. Hi everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Feel free to chat with me as usual. Tell me where you're watching from. We're gonna make a quick dinner. Tonight I'm feeling like making something Nigerian, so I'm making F4 riro. I'm going to be using my greens from the freezer. I think it's going to be either kale and collards or just collards. I didn't write a name on what this is, so it is what it is. Let me grab whatever peppers I have here. Okay, so it looks like I have one yellow and one red. Yellow or orange. I don't want to use any jalapenos, so let me just use these up. I haven't gone grocery shopping. I've just been going. I feel like I haven't been home. But yeah, I haven't eaten anything major in the last week. I've just been throwing things together and eating whatever I can put together. So let's use what I have and make something for dinner. So I just have some of the crushed tomatoes, the sweet peppers I had, and onion, and one spicy pepper. I'm gonna blend that up, and then I'll start cooking it down as usual. Luis Francisco, hello, welcome. Thanks for saying hi. How are you doing? Let's blend this stuff. I think I've confirmed that you can't hear my blender too loudly, so I'll stop apologizing in advance. Let me add just a bit of water to this. Doesn't need it, but I'll add it anyway. Where's the lid? Let's do this. All right, that's done. And then I'm just going to pour this into the pot and we'll start to cook it down, like I said. I'll use some water to rinse this out. Turn this on. Voila. I shouldn't add too much water because I'm going to add meat broth as well. So that will add some more liquid. JJJ, hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Thanks for saying hi. All right, so let's let this cook down. And in the meantime, oh, that was useless. In the meantime, I will get the other ingredients out. Let me bring you back over here. How are y'all doing? Those of you who've said hi, where are you watching from? It's been a minute, but I wanted to make something substantial tonight. So I figured I would come live, take a break, and come live while doing that. I'm using kale and collards, or just collards, whatever these greens are. I have some pre-cooked goat meat in here that I'm going to be using as well. Oh, yeah. Let me show you this dried fish of some sort. I really don't know what kind of fish this is. It looks like sardines, but I know it's not sardines. But they're smoked and dried or dried. So they're just these tiny fish with lots of bones, which is why I've seen it called bony fish, I guess. Um, so I just soaked that earlier in hot water to soften them. I'm going to put some of that in the soup. The Spec, you're watching from New York. Hello, welcome. New York is in the house. How are you doing? I haven't been live in a while. So I figured I'd come on tonight. Let me wash these. Have you all had dinner? New York, you're on the same time zone as me, so it's 7 o'clock now. I gotta get this cooked as quickly as possible. You all, if you're not new here, know that that's not too hard for me to do. I typically have things prepped to make my life easier, especially when it comes to Nigerian meals. Well, I will prepare the rest of these later and then just put them in the freezer so that they're ready for use next time. Taniela, hi, welcome. You're fine? That's good. I am doing well. Thank you. Taking a break to make some real dinner tonight. Thank you for joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm making a Nigerian dish tonight. Ugh, I think that's enough. So I'll do the rest of them later because that would take a bit. Or I might do work on it while I'm waiting for this tomato blend to cook down. All right, let's wash my hands. The other thing I'm going to use is crayfish. I don't know that there's any Nigerian soup that's cooked without it. I'm sure there are, but none that I know of. So that's the fish. I'll set that aside. I'll just go ahead and put the goat meat onto that plate as well. Wash my blender. And we will, here are the crayfish. I'm going to pulverize them in the mortar. Yep, we'll use this up. Perfection. Let's put this back. We don't need that. Cover that pot back. All right, so let's get this taken care of. Oy. I think that's good enough. Set that aside as well. Let's put this back in the fridge. I'm just making a small pot of this soup. I don't have enough stuff to make a large pot. Wash this blender. Y'all know I clean as I go. I think I'll be back live on Thursday. I'm going to be making those Mediterranean smash burgers. I don't even know why I call them that. But yeah, I'll have some people over for dinner and I'll make those. They're not really burgers, they're like burger meat in a pita. So feel free to come back on Thursday and we'll make dinner together again. I should have gotten a lot of my work done by then so that I can actually come live. If you're just joining, feel free to say hello. All right. I might be able to work on that fish and get it all cleaned up. Let me get another container then. I'll just use this pot, I guess. All right. That's done. Let's get the this tomato blend cooked, and then we'll be ready to toss everything together, make our pounded yam, and call it a night. Sometimes I feel like comments are just not popping up. Somebody mentioned that the other day. So if you're saying something and I'm not seeing it, I apologize. But hello and welcome. Let's get this fish cleaned up. And I'm waiting for that tomato blend to cook down. How has your week been? Wait, what's today? Today's Monday. The week just started. How was your weekend? I don't even know what day it is. I had a show yesterday. I don't typically do shows on Sunday, so maybe that's why I'm not sure what day it is. But how was your weekend? Hopefully, you did something fun. What am I hearing? I hope that's not my fridge. Something sounds like it's squeaking or squealing. Welcome if you're just joining. The weather is nice today. The weather has been all over the place. Hot one day, freezing the next. I'm like, can we just have spring? I actually love the temperature in spring, usually what the spring weather is like. But we've had winter and summer in the span of a day, during the same day. I don't know if we're going to actually have spring. It's supposed to be raining in spring. We haven't had too much rain, even though we need it. Climate is definitely changing. All right. I need to check on that blend, that sauce. It's boiling down nicely. So I'm just removing the bones from this fish. This is a dried, smoked kind of fish. We're just taking the bones out. It's quite easy. The bones are just in the middle, and there are a lot of bones in the fish. You can see in the actual like flesh of the fish, but I guess they don't bother us. They're not that dangerous. Because if you were trying to take those out, you'd be at it forever. I don't think you'll ever get all of them out either. So just the middle piece comes out. And then I just put this in the freezer again. I like to have things ready, which is how I can make my meals quickly. All right. I'm actually going to look for what the real name of this fish is. It never occurred to me to do that. That piece is not going to be good. All right. That one doesn't look so good either. Ooh. No one talking anymore? What are y'all up to? All right, this is done. Oof, I can feel them little bones trying to poke me. Oh, I forgot. I don't typically put those in the trash. It's today was trash day, so trash is gone. And it won't be trash day for another few days. I don't like to put stuff like that in my trash, just so that it doesn't start to smell funny. Okay, that's about it. I'll get a bag and put these pieces into that bag. Okay, so that's ready to go in the freezer. Now let's check that first. Okay. Let's take a look at this. See how we're looking. How we looking? I'm gonna let it cook down a bit more. Oh, I was about to turn on my exhaust. Ah, that's what I like to do when I'm cooking things, so that my house does not hold on to the different smells. All right, where's the bag I use for this? Perfect. Should I toss these? They're fine. This way, when I need to use these again, I can just grab what I need without worrying about having to do what I just did. Well, that was just part of it. I had to soak it. I poured hot water over it for the last like 3 hours. And now let me get another bag for the trash. What are you up to here? I may just end up doing it in some plastic wrap so that I don't waste the bag. All right. Let me turn on the kettle so I can boil the water for my pounded yam. See a comment just popped up. Rio Grande do Sul, Brazil. Oh, hello. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining. All right, let's do this. Brazil. I don't know if I've had any Brazilians watching me that have commented, I guess. Welcome. Okay, so now I can start to add the other ingredients to this. Where's my crayfish? Let's pour that in. And get a spoon. Add some palm oil. That's all right. We'll add some seasonal. I like to add curry powder to mine. Turn this down a bit. I'm going to just go ahead and add the meat and the fish. Broken that off. Hey, calm down. Calm down. I just turned this down. Why is it bubbling so vigorously? All right. I'll let that cook into the meats, and then I'll add my greens. This might be the quickest. Excuse me. This might be the quickest I've ever made this soup. It may not be my best work, but it's still going to be quite good. All right. Voila. I said I was going to turn on the kettle, so let me do that. So we can get the water boiling for the pounded yam. I don't think that has enough salt. I'm going to taste it again. What pot am I going to make the pounded yam in? Let's grab that. Let's grab that and start making this. Oh, yeah. There's a, oh, it's not here. I'll make it in this one. Let's taste this for salt. Oh no, okay, that's enough. It's enough. Hi, everyone. If you're just joining, hello and welcome. All right. What if I get to this container and I realize I don't have any powdered yam flour? That would be funny, but I do. So water has come to a boil. Let's make this. Let's turn this on. Back this up. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm so bad with determining how much I need. I always end up making more than I would like to make. I think I'm going to reduce this. Oh, I hope you can see me or see what I'm doing. I mean, so this is my pot of hot water. I'm going to start to add the flour. So it's yam flour. So I'm not actually pounding anything. This is pounded yam flour. And thankfully, this flour, I don't know how they make it, but you don't get lumps no matter what you do. That's good. And you just mix. Okay, so I shouldn't have poured out some of that water because I can already tell that this needs more water. So let's just go ahead and add that. And this is what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what you do with this flour. You don't get lumps. So you just mix this until it's nice and smooth. And then we're going to add water to it and let it cook for about 10 minutes, maybe less. Just make sure that all the flour is mixed in. You're going to form this kind of dough ball. And then, sorry. We add some water. Depends on how soft you want it. I think I need to check this. I think I should add some more here. And I need to check the soup before I burn it. So lid on. I'll turn this to medium and let it cook. And then let's see what's going on here. Okay, let me grab the greens. That's the last step. Greens going in. Again, I don't know what kind of, I think these were collards, because I typically would do collards and or kale. This looks like collards. Let me start to mix this in and I'll decide if I want to add more. Yep. Because this is frozen, we're going to need to let it thaw out and then finish cooking. I usually blanch it before I put it in the freezer so it's partially cooked. I don't want to lose too much of the flavor, so I don't want to add more greens than the sauce can handle. Okay, that's good. Let's let it come to, put the rest of this in the freezer. I have another bag of this, so I should be able to make one more pot of soup before I run out of greens. I've turned that to low. My pounded yam is cooking, so we're almost done. Almost done. Let's see, how long have we been on? 35 minutes. Yeehaw! This is a quick dinner tonight. If you prep ahead, you can cook so much faster, obviously. Soon as I... Okay, let me put this away. What? What is your problem? All right. If you've been hanging out with me this whole time, you're the MVP. Not sure what I'm trying to say, but thank you. I don't think any of my usuals are on because they would have said hi. Okay, that's done. Let's grab a dish. I like to eat mine out of a, not a flat plate, but a, what do you call it? Hello, Athunas. Okay, I'm not going to even bother. How are you? Welcome. What am I cooking? I'm making a Nigerian dish. So I'm making efo riro and pounded yam. I haven't had this in quite a while, and I was craving something Nigerian. So plus, I wanted to make sure I made a real meal since I haven't been cooking much over the last week and a half. I don't even know when the last time I was live was. That was the last time I made a real meal. uh, I've just been throwing things together, but that will cool down soon. So I'm waiting for my soup to be ready, and my pounded yam is ready for, I think, for me to at least toss it around a bit. I like to kind of flip it over and let the other side also get some heat. Go away. Get off my spoon. Okay, so let that cook some more. Maybe another minute or two. And then that will be ready. And the soup will be ready. And I will be ready to eat. What did y'all have for dinner? What did you all have for dinner? I didn't make tea tonight. I'll probably do it later. But I try to drink a tea, one of my tea blends while I'm live. Typically. There's still some things I'm trying to figure out with the lives on here. Oh, that's so interesting. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. I wanted the greens to thaw out and cook a bit more. So that's why this is on here for longer than I typically will cook my greens. And this is ready. You did not see that. You did not see that. So you can tell that it's changed color. So this is now fully cooked. I'm just going to mix it all in together, back into a dough ball situation. And by the time I'm done with that, the soup will also be ready. done now. I have my plate here, so as usual, I made too much. I always do this, but I can easily warm this up and have some of it tomorrow, so that's okay. I need my lid back. And the soup is ready. So let's do this. There it is. And there you have it. There it is. Dinner is ready. 42 minutes. Love it. Pounded yam and eforiro. Since I always give you all a bite, I'm about to get a fork and give you a bite. But I'll let this cool down a little bit and I'll eat it with my hands like you're supposed to do. This is a small bite, but at least you'll get a bite. For you. Not the best one I've made, but very, very good. And so quick, I can't complain. So, yeah, there's dinner. Thank you for hanging out with me while I made it. Like I said, I'll be back on Thursday to make dinner for some family. We'll do those smash burgers in the pitas. Some people say, oh, but this has no flavor. This part of the meal never has flavor, really. Well, maybe they do, but the whole point is the soup. That's where you get all the deliciousness from. This is actually good. All right, last bite before I go and eat this with my hands like we do. Thank you all for hanging out with me, and I will see you on Thursday. Hmm. Bye, y'all.